Hello and welcome to Midday Update. Coming up are the headlines for the day. Indian expat airlifted to hospital in Oman. Person wanted in foreign murder case arrested in Oman. Oman's rank in the Food Security Index. UAE announces new visa rules. US drops mask mandate for airlines and trains. IMF chief hails India's help to Sri Lanka in dealing with its worst economic crisis. Cristiano Ronaldo's newborn baby boy dies. Manchester United star asks for privacy. Chinese Diving World Championship trial postponed due to COVID-19 concerns. Those were the headlines. We'll take a short commercial break and we'll be back with the COVID-19 updates and the local stories for the day. Stay tuned.
The advancement of the fourth industrial revolution has given rise to a digital economy where humans and machines collaborate to leap ahead on innovation and profitability through the use of artificial intelligence. In the healthcare sector, Nebula AI enables applications to optimize operations. We can support fast diagnosis with high accuracy, MRI ultrasound analysis, immune system examinations, linkage and analysis of patient files, and the enablement of virtual nurses. AI is changing all the rules of how companies operate. Let us help you get there.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Looking for that ease of living in this beautiful country? Watch our weekly show Tea Talk every Wednesday at 8 p.m. where we'll be discussing the latest news, updates, and what's buzzing on the social media.
Welcome back now for the COVID-19 updates for the day. 0 new COVID-19 related deaths have been registered in the Sultanate. The total number of deaths remain at 4,257. Meanwhile, 31 new cases of coronavirus were registered, which brings the total number of positive COVID-19 cases in the Sultanate to 388,922. The ministry added that 27 new cases have recovered, bringing the total number of recoveries to 384,002. And now for the local stories. Royal Air Force of Oman has conducted a medical evacuation for an Indian resident who was suffering from a critical health condition. He was transferred from Musandam Governorate to Muscat Governorate. Ministry of Defence said the following in a statement. One of the helicopters of the Royal Air Force of Oman carried out a medical evacuation of an Indian resident suffering from a critical health condition which necessitated his transfer from Qasab Hospital in Musandam Governorate to Seeb Air Base and then to Oman International Hospital in Muscat Governorate to receive the necessary specialized treatment. The Royal Oman Police has arrested a person wanted by a country for killing one of his relatives and for attempting to kill another person. Within the framework of joint cooperation between the Royal Oman Police and the International Criminal Police Organization or Interpol, the Directorate General of Inquiries and Criminal Investigations arrested a person of Arab nationality wanted by a country on charges of committing the crime of murdering one of his relatives and attempting to kill another person. Procedures are being completed against him, ROP said in a statement. The Sultanate of Oman is fourth in the Arab world in the Global Food Security Index for the year 2021. According to the latest data on the Global Food Security Index for the year 2021, affiliated with the Economist Impact, the Sultanate of Oman ranked 4th on the Arab Food Security Index and 40 globally. The 2021 GFSI is the 10th edition published by the Economist Impact that updates the model annually to capture annual changes in structural factors affecting food security. Qatar topped the highest score on the Arab Food Security Index with a score of 73.6, and Ireland was in the first place in the world with a score of 84. The index measures the basic issues of food security across 113 countries. The state of Kuwait ranked 2nd in the Arab world, followed by the United Arab Emirates, while Bahrain ranked 5th, followed by Saudi Arabia. The Global Food Security Index takes into account affordability issues across several metrics, namely food cost, availability, quality and safety, natural resources and resilience in 113 countries based on 58 unique indicators that measure drivers of food security in both developing and developed countries. The indicator shows that countries without comprehensive and well-funded national food safety net programs have higher levels of hunger. They follow diets that lack quality protein and micronutrients and have limited access to drinking water. Among the Arab countries that were the worst on the index globally and in the Arab world are Yemen, Sudan and Syria. With that, we'll take a short commercial break and we'll be back with the international and sports stories for the day. Stay tuned.
The advancement of the fourth industrial revolution has given rise to a digital economy where humans and machines collaborate to leap ahead on innovation and profitability through the use of artificial intelligence. In the healthcare sector, Nebula AI enables applications to optimize operations. We can support fast diagnosis with high accuracy, MRI ultrasound analysis, immune system examinations, linkage and analysis of patient files, and the enablement of virtual nurses. AI is changing all the rules of how companies operate. Let us help you get there.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Looking for that ease of living in this beautiful country? Watch our weekly show Tea Talk every Wednesday at 8 p.m. where we'll be discussing the latest news, updates, and what's buzzing on the social media.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the international stories. The UAE cabinet, headed by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, has approved the executive regulations of the Federal Decree Law on entry and residence of foreigners aimed at strengthening the UAE's position as an ideal destination to live, work and invest. The executive regulations provide comprehensive information on the types and conditions of entry visas and residence permits. The new system of entry and residence aims at attracting and retaining global talents and skilled workers from all over the world, boosting the competitiveness and flexibility of the job market and fostering a high sense of stability among UAE residents and families. Substantial amendments are introduced to the Golden Residence Scheme to simplify the eligibility criteria and expand the categories of beneficiaries. This long-term 10-year residence is granted to investors, entrepreneurs, exceptional talents, scientists and professionals, outstanding students and graduates, humanitarian pioneers, and frontline heroes. The amendments allow the Golden Residence holder to sponsor his or her family members, including spouse and children regardless of their age, and to sponsor Support Act services like domestic laborers without limiting their number. Furthermore, there is no restriction related to the maximum duration of stay outside the UAE in order to keep the Golden Residence valid. There are other benefits for families members that allow them to stay in the UAE in the event of the death of the original holder of the Golden Residence until the end of their permit duration. The United States will stop enforcing a mask mandate on public transportation after a Florida judge ruled The directive, first brought in 14 months ago, was unlawful. All major carriers in the country, including American Airlines, United Airlines and Delta Airlines, and national rail operator Amtrak, relaxed their mask mandates immediately after the announcement. Last week, US health officials extended the mask mandate to May 3rd, keeping in place facial covering requirements for travelers on airplanes and trains, as well as in taxis, rideshare vehicles, and transit hubs. They said they would need time to assess the impact of a recent rise in cases attributed to airborne coronavirus. That decision faced heavy pushback from Republican lawmakers and interest groups who had called for an end to the mandate. Kristalina Georgieva, International Monetary Fund Managing Director, on Monday appreciated India's help to Sri Lanka in tackling its economic crisis while assuring Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman that the financial institution would continue to actively engage with the island nation. Georgieva made these remarks during the spring meetings of IMF World Bank in Washington, D.C. with Sitharaman. Discussing the recent geopolitical developments, Sitharaman and Georgieva raised concerns about its impact on the global economy and the challenges linked to the rising energy prices. Georgieva also congratulated India on its successful vaccination program to control the spread of COVID-19. She also appreciated India for extending COVID-19 relief support to other vulnerable countries, according to the Ministry of Finance. According to the ministry, Georgieva highlighted India's well-targeted policy mix that has helped the Indian economy remain resilient. And now for the sports stories. Manchester United star Cristiano Ronaldo on Monday announced that his newborn son has passed away. The Portuguese star also revealed the birth of a baby girl with partner Georgina Rodriguez, with the pair previously stating that they had been expecting twins. He further asked for privacy at this very difficult time. Ronaldo is a father to 4 other children, sons Cristiano Jr., Matteo, and daughters Eva and Alana. In 2007, Georgina, who is Ronaldo's current partner, gave birth to a baby girl, her first with Ronaldo, and the Portugal star's 4th child. In 2021, the couple then announced that they were expecting twins. The first trial of the diving event for the upcoming 2022 World Championships and the 19th Asian Games has been postponed due to COVID-19 preventive and control, organizers said on Tuesday. In light of the recent COVID-19 resurgence nationwide, the first trial of the diving event for the 2022 FINA World Championships and the 19th Asian Games, slated for April 21st to 26th, has been postponed to ensure the health of all participants, the organizing committee said in a statement, adding that a new date will be announced later. Budapest will host 2022 FINA World Championships from June 18th until July 3rd. The 19th Asian Games are scheduled to be held from September 10th to 25th. Those were all the local, international and sports stories for the day. For more updates, stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.